We ruled this land. We owned the night. But man rose up against us. We were overthrown. For centuries, hidden away in darkness. Tortured by thirst. Choking down dust. Starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
Oh, well, hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with V Rising, which is a new game. It's on Steam, and full disclosure, I did receive my copy of the game for free, and we're going to comply with some things first, and then we'll get into it.
Hold up.
Okay, so it's online, I guess. We're going to make a private one. I don't know. Well, let's just play online, because that's obviously the intended thing. Full loot PvP. Duo PvP. Let's just go... I don't know. Let's go PvE, I guess? Okay, so we're looking at servers then. I mean, like, look, I actually don't know, and there doesn't seem to be a, there's no ping thing or anything. I'd quite like to see my ping, because that's really going to be the thing that defines it. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, right, I changed it. Okay, well, this one seems fine. Oh, it went away. Okay, well, it did seem fine, and that was fine. AU official, G portal. Okay, let's join. So we're going to play some V Rising, which is apparently a multiplayer game. I don't know anything about it. I've got a friend who was telling me about it. He was saying, oh, you drink people's blood and stuff. I'm like, I mean, it's a vampire game. You know, I figured you drink people's blood. And he's like, oh, no, but, like, you get their powers or whatever. So, like, if you drink, like, a scout, then, like, you can do better scouting and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And he's like, yeah, and then, like, you don't want to drink from other things because then you lose your scout powers or something. So that's literally all I know about it. I don't know if it's, like, a 3D game or if it's, like, a CRPG or, it kind of looks like Darkest Dungeon. It's got that kind of like weird art style, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're getting into, but hopefully it's fun. Oh, we get to make a vampire. A vampire. Whoa, that's okay. I mean, that just doesn't look like a person. So at least the girl looks like a person, kind of. So we'll go with that. Oh, she can have like really weird color skin as well. That's cool. Ooh, that's a pretty cool green color of skin. Sure. And, oh, right, we can be quite monstrous in our face if we want. That's, yeah. That's pretty fun. Oh, we can have hair? What? I mean, that just looks like it's from, oh, what's that other movie, or that show, video game? God dang it. I can't think of how to say words today. That's okay. I do like that hairstyle. Why? It's the one where everybody's smiling and they're all taking drugs and stuff, and I can't remember, and it had, like, it was an early access, and then it got bought out, and everyone was pretty pissed off, and I just, oh, you can have facial hair? That's cool. Oh, God, that's... So you can, like... I don't know what that is. Alright, we'll just go with that, because she's already pretty gruesome. What is that? Oh, she's got, like, big weird ears. That's pretty cool. I like that. Severa. That's actually a pretty cool random name. I do like the random name they've given me. So we're going to keep that. Here we go. With Severa. Alright, rotate the camera. Got it. And now we're gonna wake up. We're pretty far away from her. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she does look like me. Okay. I mean, look like me. She looks like what I... Oh, God. It is laggy. Okay, press and hold near the cliff edge. Okay, so shift is like a jump or something? So it's like, it is CRPG styles. I'm guessing that there's like, yeah, clicking. I figured there would be some clicking. That would be our attacking. Okay. So we're entering. Here we go. Okay, so we took some damage. That happens. Not really fond of the lag that I'm getting, but I guess that's... Oof, that is just... That is real bad, this lag. I guess we take all of it. So I don't know if it's the game lagging or if it's like server lag. It seems weird that it would be the game lagging. There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff happening on the screen. So I don't oh, that's weird. Why does it do that? That's a very weird effect. Okay, well, what am I claiming? Okay. So we can craft stuff. Alright, so we're crafting it. And then I guess we'll have a bone sword? How do we... I don't... Is there somewhere where we... No, she's just already got it. Okay. I did that. Slay enemies using the bone sword. Oh, she's much better at fighting with the bone sword, isn't she? Oops. I thought he was dead, but then he was not dead. Alright. Ugh. So we drank a rat, I guess. That's the idea. So now we can drink this rat as well. Thank you. Let's make a bone ring. This one we're going to have to equip, right? That's the idea? Oh, is it daytime or something? Is that what's going on? I don't actually know what's happening here. So we're like a vampire. We're out in the day. That feels like it's probably bad. Okay. So we're just picking stuff up. Can we... I mean, sometimes I don't like this view so much. I'd really like to be able to, like, get down so I could be, like, more... Oh, God. Something's attacking me from the other side. That's much more dangerous. There we go. Hit enemies using a shadow bolt. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Yeah, how do I use the shadow bolt? I really, really don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Use blood men to exchange blood for health. Alright. Alright, so I did that. Alright, let's go. So, choose a location from where to start. I don't know. West, I guess? Alright, and we're jumping down. Is R a shadow bolt? Okay. Right, so we're just sort of wandering around. What is that over there? What? I don't understand what's going on there. Alright. I mean, I don't know what I just did. I'm supposed to be mastering magic, but I don't know what's going on, so. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we're wandering around. Oh god, the lag is just kind of a nightmare. Alright. I mean, that guy's stuck in the tree there. I'll use magic on him. Because then I can hit enemies using Shadow Bolt. Did I do it? I did it. Alright, now we can claim it. We're getting some lumber for whatever reason that is. And we cut the tree down. I guess that's why he was stuck in there or something. I really don't know. Can we feed on this guy? Thank you. Alright. So we can craft some more stuff, I suppose. I don't know if these are like crafting in order or whatever. I don't know, guys. Right, so was I taking damage, or I must have been, right? Because it's sunny out. We're not allowed to stand in the sun. That's dangerous. Ooh, we can harvest some stone with our sword, though. Which I assume will be useful at some point. Yep. I mean, I do like that everything's all destructible and stuff. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's get out of the sun, I suppose. Oh, we need to craft the bone guard boots or whatever? Yeah. We may as well cut stuff down, right? Because I don't know what use things are. There you go. So we can craft... Oh, we gotta cut down some more trees. Sure. I can cut down more trees. It's not a problem, team. Yep. But if we cut down the trees, we lose our shade, right? That's the trade-off. That's okay. We are... There we go. Alright, the moon is rising. Great. What are we crafting now? We're crafting bone axes. Oh, we don't have any... We don't have enough bone. Pick up that tainted heart, I suppose. Oh, if we smash up people's graveyards, we get bones out of it. That's kind of neat, I guess. Yeah, alright. So now we craft the bone axes. I'm just doing what the game says. I don't actually know why we're doing any of that. I don't know why we're doing anything. I know that we woke up from a long sleep or whatever, and now it's time to rage! But it seems like there's already a bunch of skeletons and stuff everywhere. Yep, and some zombies and things. Like, he's got like a sword already in him, which is kind of a cool design, but... And what is this? We've already been here. So what are we... I don't know what we're meant to be doing, but that's okay. We're going to keep doing whatever it is. Craft a mace. Smash rocks to pieces. Alright, well, I guess I'll fast forward till we get to some content. At the moment, it just seems like we're being taught how to craft stuff, so I'll fast forward. Right, so I died because I was in the sun for too long. That makes sense. I am a vampire. And I met a treant that I can't kill, which is kind of cool because, you know, it means you can't immediately kill everything. Like, there are things in the game that are designed for me to be able to fight later on. Turns out the game is more like, I guess, Vampire Rust than it is like Vampire the Masquerade. So far, yeah, I mean, this brings up one of the things that I struggle with like survival crafting games is that it's just a lot of waiting. Because I'm just waiting for this to do the thing, and that's cool. Like, I get it. Yeah, and I mean, I can stash stuff in here, or yeah, and this is very clunky doing this. Be much better to. All right, there we go. We can right click. Okay, so that is less clunky than I thought, but... So, yeah, the game is basically go around, collect some resources, turn them into stuff, build your base, build bigger stuff, build a bigger base, build bigger stuff, build a bigger base. And that's cool. But... yeah, it's the same reason I guess I stopped playing Minecraft after a while, is that a lot of the game is just this. What you're seeing right here, this is a lot of the gameplay. Just hack, hack, hack. Hack, hack, hack. And the actual, you know, like fighting things in combat, that's like not the main thrust of the game, just based on what I can see. I mean, I'm sure there are like bigger later game bosses and stuff like that, but And I do like the base building. It's fairly straightforward. It all makes sense. I'm not complaining, but I think that this is not really my cup of tea, you know? Like this is fine. Yeah, I built a base, but without anything sort of driving me, you know, except for, you know, we've got get ready for the hunt. I scavenged the area around me, gathering what I needed to prepare myself for my next hunt. Yeah, you know, this is not really enough for me to want to keep going. When the majority of gameplay is just hack, until a tree falls down or whatever, you know, and that's fine. I mean, like, look, I am guilty of playing these sorts of games before, but I think that I need a little bit more than hack, you know? This just doesn't really do it for me. You know, games like Satisfactory, you know, you're constantly building your factory, or No Man's Sky, you know, you're like classifying things and doing stuff. And just, you know, the vampire abilities aren't really enough to sell me on it. That being said, I think as an example of this type of game, I think it's very good. I think there's a lot of stuff going for it. The animations are good. The character generation is really cool. The enemies that I've faced so far are excellent. So, yeah, there's a lot of good things I can say about it. I think it's just not for me. Like, after I'm done with this video, I probably won't play much more unless, like, I don't know, a group of friends were like, hey, let's play V Rising. But I've got one friend who plays, and my other friends are not that into these sorts of games, so yeah, it's unlikely. It's unlikely. Although I wouldn't be opposed to playing with like a group of friends, but I don't really, yeah, I don't have that many friends that play a lot of video games, and certainly not all wanting to play the same video game at the same time. So let's go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. Alright, V Rising. Awaken as a vampire, hunt for blood in nearby settlements to regain your strength and evade the scorching sun to survive. Raise your castle and thrive in an ever-changing open world full of mystery. Gain allies online and conquer the land of the living. It's currently in early access. Early access allows you to enjoy V Rising's gothic world while participating in the game's development. We look forward to hearing your opinion and how you like the mix of survival, open world experiences combined with our studio's signature gameplay. Working directly with our players and implementing your feedback will help us create the best vampire survival game possible. Cool. Our focus is to ensure the best experience possible. It is difficult to precisely say how long, but it looks like 12 months. Sure. We want the full version to reflect what our players expect from a vampire survival game. New updates, primarily in the form of features and world content, will arrive throughout early access until launch. More biomes and dungeons, new weapons and spell kits, new enemies, more castle decorations and cosmetics, more crafting recipes, additional features, and increased performance to improve the entire experience. So it currently costs $24.79. I think that's probably a good price for what you're getting here. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I think, like I said, I think it's just not really my jam. Like, I guess you get some horses at some point. And it's an open world. And I guess my other issue, and I always run into this with these sorts of games, is when the camera is looking down here and your guy's here, and you can't go here to look that way. So like your view is always of the ground. I like seeing skylines. I want to see what the horizon looks like, and having to look from here always bothers me when I can't go here and look or look up and stuff. You know, I want to experience the whole world. So I guess that's just a preference of game camera design, and I know why you wouldn't do it, because it allows you to code differently. If all you're ever looking at is the land, that's the only thing you ever have to code. You don't have to code skyboxes and things like that, which makes life a lot easier. A gothic open world. Explore a vast world teeming with mythical horrors and danger. Travel through lush forests, open countryside, and dark caverns to discover valuable resources, meeting friends and foes alike along the way. Traverse the world with vampire comrades or hunt solo as you pillage villages, raid bandits, and delve into the domains of supernatural beasts. Fear the light, rule the night. Yep, raise your castle. So yeah, it is about building, you know, a gothic Dracula style castle, which is cool, man. And you can like live out your fantasies of having like a gothic castle and fighting people and stuff. I guess the other thing that would put me off is I am just so misanthropic online. You You might see me in an online game. I play a bit of Overwatch, but generally speaking, I don't play video games to socialize with other people, especially random people. That's just not my jam. I play video games to relax, and my socializing is done over camera, where you can't respond until you see it in the comments. And then you can respond, and that's fine, and I respond to those, but that's not the same as playing the game with people. Yeah, I mean, it's so bad. My ability to play multiplayer games single player is so bad that I played a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I played tons of it. I had several max level characters, and at one point I was like, you know what? I'm going to take one of these max level characters. I'm going to play some of this end game content, some of these raids, because I've never done them before, because I haven't, hung out with any people. I didn't want to group up with anybody. And so I tried one. And I jumped in, and the group I was in started doing stuff, and I was like, didn't know what we were doing. And they sort of said, oh, it's just this part. And I'm like, oh, I've never done this before. And they're like, how do you have a max level character and you've never done this before? And I'm like, I don't know. I just do all the single player content, I guess. And the nice thing is, the Old Republic has made it easier to play single player, because, that it is a BioWare game, and the single player content is really good. And the multiplayer content is, I can take it or leave it. But I do that with pretty much every game. I play Elder Scrolls Online as well. You might see me on there. But I definitely play that as a single-player game. EVE Online, believe it or not, basically played that as a single-player game. Yep. I would set up camp in the middle of a system and just sell stuff and buy up an entire, region's worth of resources and then resell them for profit. I wasn't playing to hang out with people. I was playing to, I guess, organize spreadsheets in space, because that's what EVE Online is, let's be honest. So I think that there's a lot of stuff that I'd be missing playing this game. Mainly the fact that people can play multiplayer, and you can invite your friends, and you have like 3 or 4 friends, and you build like a little township, and you pool resources, and you kill things, and you go off in your clan, and that's all very cool. But yeah, I just don't think I'm ever going to get the value out of this. Now the good news is, because I did receive it for free, I don't need to get value. I just need to provide value in this instance, which is provide some coverage of the game, and I have done that. It's pretty cool. It's got good graphics. The animations are solid. Combat is a little bit clunky, but it's not terrible. And the control scheme's solid. And, despite a few lag issues, which I think are probably servers rather than game, it all runs really well. I think that the base building's solid. I'd love to build a castle. That's, I have built stuff in the past. It's pretty fun, but walking around with an axe going whack, 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 whack is just not that much fun. It's really not. Like, I don't know, man. That's just not really my type of gameplay. It's just there's no reason to be doing that. Yeah. So let's look at some reviews. I think it's mostly positive on the thing. Yep, all reviews very positive. 16,000 reviews at very positive. I have been sucked in. Classic. It's excellent. It's well constructed, original, and a rich take on the interesting genre of survival PvP. With an added emphasis for PvE and RPG systems instead of the usual somewhat mechanically poor sandbox experience I've been used to. So one thing that we didn't experience is that there's full loot PvP and also just regular PvP, which means that you would be constantly battling with other vampires, which would also add another element of excitement, I guess, to the game, but also I don't care about that. I especially don't care about that in games where time in the game is what gets you better at the PvP. I know I just got done saying EVE Online is a game that I have extensive time in, and that is literally a game where the more time you spend, the better your character is. But there are ways around that, and even with a really highly maxed out character, you still get trounced by someone in a better fit ship or whatever like that. But I don't get the feeling that it would be like that in this game, given my experience fighting that tree ant. Way to shatter the trend of early access expectations. This game is finished, if you ask me. Absolutely love survival crafting based building games. However, they all have lackluster combat system. The combat in this game is phenomenal. Ooh, I don't know if I go phenomenal. I'd say it's pretty good. It's serviceable. Amazing game, but the fire archers are a war crime. The sun hurts my skin, just like in real life. People would say, please don't pillage me. And I would say, no, I'm pillaging everyone, you included. Sure. Big takeaway is that if you are looking for a single-player experience, avoid the game. Yep, this game is specifically designed to be a co-op PvE or PvP experience. Thematically, the game is about being a supervillain vampire who is gaining power after vampires return from hibernation. Mechanically, the game is really about exploration and unlocking the next set of gear and buildings via relatively well-done boss fights. Okay. V-Rising is a fantastic game with a lot to do and a lot of fun to be had. There's one mechanic that makes me rate this game poorly. My group got to the end game and we're gearing up to go grab the 3 soul stones. We had a beautiful base with lots of materials and all types of gear and servants. When we logged in the next day, someone had built their base overnight to completely block off the entrance to our own base. Since you can't teleport or use bat form with resources, you have to go on foot. So because our base's entrance was blocked off, we could no longer get into our base. We built a new location so we could make the siege golem and the castle keys so we could destroy that person's walls and get back to our own base. After fighting the other team, we successfully breached the castle to breaking through countless one-by-one rooms set up to block us from the heart. We accessed the heart and were told that hostile actions may only be taken against hearts in decay. That meant we had to squat on their base and protect it from them for a week before it would go into decay. Oof, we were on a partial PvP server because full loot PvP is a bit insane for my playstyle. We didn't read the fine print and we got totally duped. I can imagine that this is a problem for PvE players as well. Individual servers have the option to change that, but it is a default setting. This is such a game-breaking flaw because it allowed people to grief and it completely protected them. It truly ruined the whole experience for my entire group. How would we know to look for such an obscure setting if we were just starting the game? It was an official server, so it really felt like the devs slapped us in the face by making standard settings protect griefing. There were keys made specifically to destroy or take over someone's base, so why make those items obsolete on official servers? I mean, that is a fair complaint, and it speaks exactly to one of the reasons why I don't do the multiplayer online survival stuff, because you just lose all your stuff, and it just feels bad. And taking all of someone else's stuff feels good, it feels bad as well. Yeah. So this is Stunlock Studios. They've got V-Rising, they've got Battle Right and Battle Right Royale, and Bloodline Champion. So looks like they've been on this kind of kick for a while. All those other games are free to play. But I'm going to leave it there. I've been talking for 10 solid minutes. That's a long time to be chatting about a video game that I probably won't play again. But if you are into this sort of game, this is a game that you should pick up. It's reasonably cheap. It does all the things that you want it to do, and it's pretty fun. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Check out this game by clicking on the link in the description. Stick around and click on the playlist at the end to check out more games like this. And, you know, subscribe to the channel to check out more Let's Plays of new release games. And I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.